what's up? It's your boy Kitty from Kitty TV. Yato sabe. Or you could otherwise call me as Yato because everybody's been calling me on AA. They know me as that, and then even drags on the kick, as well as even my Xbox, which is pretty cool. I got Kitty from Kirito, so that's how I came with Kitty TV. But be on the lookout for that change. And speaking of AA, I got a freaking first strike for my public check, man. Latin squad going too hard. You know me already keeping up with my broken ass Spanish. Anyways, let's get into this Noragami Aragoto. This is a review of the season 2. You know, my review, quick shit. And this shit, I love Noragami. I love the first season. You already know what it is. But I never reviewed the series as a whole or the first season. I'm just going to strictly do the second season. So let's jump into it. So if you've already seen the first season of Noragami, and if you haven't freaking seen the end of, if you haven't finished season 2, I might spoil some shit, but let's get into it. So what season 2 focuses on more a little is like Yato's backstory, as well as Yukine's progression, as you know, his regalia. And what happens is, what sets the whole thing up, it also what shows about Yato's past is that shit goes down with Bishimon's, you know, regalia. She's got too many of them, and one of them decides to plot against her because he feels like, you got so many regalias, what are you doing? Like, you know, shit like that, and you're not even paying them attention, whatever it is. So he plots against Bishimon. You know, he works inside the shit, and then he basically hits, you know, because he does all this shit, you know, because negative feelings of the regalia affect their master, she gets this freaking blight shit, and she gets sick, and eventually shit goes crazy, and there's about to be a throwdown. In part of his plan, he takes Hiyori and all that shit, and he makes Yato believe that Bishimon did it, and then they're about to go into a big-ass fight. In the middle of the big-ass fight, Yukine progresses his regalia powers. He becomes a blessed vessel. This motherfucker goes ham, because he really shows that he cares for his master and trusts him. And what ends up happening is that, what's his name? I think his name is Kazuma. Yeah, who's the exemplar of Bishimon, you know, the little earring she has. Yeah, so he's the only one that defends, like, you know, Yato and shit, and she kicks him out for a bit, like, you know, what do you call it, ban him for a bit. But he eventually explains at the end of it, when they're about to go at it and, like, destroy each other, is that, you know, what really happened to, you know, the old Ma clan that Bishimon had, they were killing each other. And he wanted to save Bishimon from not being, like, you know, destroyed and reincarnated or whatever it is. So he asked Yato to help, and Yato did it. And she thought that Yato killed him and cold-hearted for no reason, but that wasn't the case. And, you know, she accepts the things, and she doesn't no longer look at Yato as some menace who just slaughtered the fuck out of her regalias. And why did Kazuma did the actions he did and stuff like that, and she trusts him. So, you know, after that's all cleared up, I guess, you know, there's no really beef with Yato and Bishimon, but she does find them very fucking annoying. That's how she feels about him. She's like, he's so fucking annoying and dumb. But that's pretty much what happens in the first half, and so you get to learn about what really happened that day and about a little bit of Yato's past during that moment, and as well as Bishimon's. And then you also get to see the progression of Yukine turning into a blessed vessel. So what ends up happening is that, you know, Yato feels like, you know, he really trusts Yukine. He really likes him. Yukine wants to be there for Yato. Like, he wants to be just like Kazuma. He learns from Kazuma. He wants to be his exemplar and shit like that, which is badass. So, you know, Yato wants to go look for the Nora, and he wants to break ties with her. But what ends up happening is she plays those dirty mind tricks and has him doing this bullshit work that leads him to the underworld. And next you know, he's gone for months, and because he's gone for months, Hiyori's starting to a little bit almost forget who Yato was, and it was just ridiculous. And while Hiyori was doing her own thing, you know, with her life and almost forgetting Yato, Yukine was really training hard with Kazuma to be a better regalian exemplar. And then they were both wondering, of course, where Yato was. And Yato, you know, days that go by in, like, the underworld or something like that, or wherever he was more like months. So what ends up happening is, you know, he gets to do his final mission, which is, like, to go get the Ebisu guy. Alright, and then what it is to get him out of the underworld, whatever it is, getting him back safely, and then they will let Yato go, you know, like, he could just be whatever free. So what ends up happening, they find out that Yato is in one of the underworld shits like that. I forgot specifically how that happens. Oh yeah, I think he helps Ebisu escape, and when Ebisu escapes, Ebisu lets him know that Yato is still stuck in the underworld. And what ends up happening is they go to try to save him. They're like, holy shit, why is he in the underworld? Holy fuck. They try to go and save him, and shit goes ham. So you find out what Yato's real name is. It's not actually Yato, it's Yabuko, I think it is, or Yabuko, something like that. And what's it called? I forgot how Hiyori found out what was his name, but she called him out and she got him out of there. Because if you call the gods out or whatever it is, they'll teleport back to up top. They're not in the underworld. And you know, eventually at the last second, he already figured out his real name. And the reason why he never told him his real name because it's related to when he was more like a war god or like a killer, more like, and he didn't want to be that no more. So when they finally escape, they're trying to run away. And, you know, they're trying to, you know, keep Ebisu safe because Ebisu's been looking for a path for his life that he wanted. Like, he wanted to do something with his life. He didn't like to be reincarnated all the time. He didn't want to forget about this. He wants to know his purpose and he wants to do things. Unfortunately, even though he escaped with what he wanted and was trying to run away from the gods from the up top trying to take him down, they finally got him. They got Ebisu and he gets reincarnated. This destroys Yato because, you know, that was like a good friend of his, of course, and you know, it just, time moves on, and that's pretty much what happened at the end. So what you see at the end is that because he promised to take him to like the Olive Tavern or something like that, some place to eat, when Ebisu gets reincarnated in the final episode as a child, you know, he takes him out to eat like he promised. And also what you also see is that what ends up happening is with Yato is he goes and talks to Yukine. He tells him, he's like, hey man, I need to talk to you pretty much. And he tells him about how he really wants to be a god of fortune. He wants to do something good. He wants to become like a really good at helping people. And he asks Yukine to be his guide, his exemplar and shit like that. And Yukine feels more than happy to. What happens right there is that the Nora comes up and she's like, Yato, you don't need him, blah blah blah, the stupid mind games, and tries to pretty much sway him to go back to doing what he normally does. Yato's fed up, and right then and there, he calls like her name or whatever and removes her. I forgot what's the word and how he does it, but he pretty much removes her from, you know, his mark or whatever on her, and is like, no more, I'm done with you, you're not my freaking regalia, you know, pretty much. And then she just like, literally when that happens, she just like falls into a river for some damn reason. Obviously she's not dead, but she's just like shocked about the whole shit. And then that's it. And then phantoms pop up at the end, and then, you know, him and friggin' Yukine just go at it to save shit. You know, Hiyori's happy about that. It's a pretty amazing, great ending. But it's also one that's going to lead to the season 3. Because there has to be a season 3. Because this is the part where I predict where this is when he's going to be on the road. Not only to become a god of fortune, but at the end of it, you see that freaking, that the guy behind, you know, the whole shit, like with the Noras and Yato and stuff like that, who was known as father or something like that, he hides himself as, you know, a human who's going to apparently, I think, one of the high schools, maybe freaking Hiyori's, I don't know. It's what you see at the end, and all these phantoms and the Nora behind him, and it's like, oh shit is about to go in. So that shows there's gonna be a season 3, and I hope to God there is. Noragami is fucking fly. So that's pretty much my whole freaking review about this shit. I hope you enjoy, man, and yeah, check that boy out. Nah, I'm playing, but no, but seriously, it's a great ass anime. So peace out, guys. Take care. Whip.